Have you ever found yourself dreaming up that perfect free tool for your business?
Mhm.
Something unique, something that just pulls customers in. Maybe you're a financial consultant thinking, I need a calculator, or a fitness coach thinking about a quiz.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then, bang, reality hits. The development costs are just staggering. You're waiting months, and you're always worried it might just flop.
Right. It's enough to make you give up before you start.
Exactly.
And that traditional model, it really has been a huge barrier, hasn't it? Especially for, small and medium-sized businesses. It felt like only the big guys could afford that kind of custom tech.
For sure.
But what if I told you that whole picture it's completely shifted? What if you could actually build professional high-value web apps, real lead magnets in, like, under 20 minutes using just AI?
Okay, hold on. Under 20 minutes, that sounds almost too good to be true. Are we talking like future tech? Or is this actually something available now?
It's happening right now. Seriously.
Right. Wow. Because if that's real, that is genuinely revolutionary for, the business owners listening.
It is. This isn't some beta test or anything. It's a full-on paradigm shift.
Yeah.
It's basically democratizing app development for everyone.
Okay.
And look, in this deep dive, we're not just going to say it's possible. We're going to give you the actual precise step-by-step process.
Right?
We'll show you how to take a simple business idea and turn it into a working web application, something ready to collect emails, ready to engage potential customers.
So a hands-on blueprint then, because that's what people need, right? Not just theory, but like specific examples, the actual prompts they can grab and use.
Exactly.
And this can really work for any business. Like you mentioned finance, but what about a restaurant? Or
Yeah.
maybe a creative agency?
Absolutely. We've set this up to give you exact prompts, walk you through examples you can literally copy, tweak a bit, and use straight away. Doesn't matter what industry you're in. Imagine unlocking marketing potential you thought was just completely impossible before. But now, it's not just efficient, it's incredibly accessible for you, the listener. It's about changing how you even think about getting new clients.
Okay, so let's break that down. This shift from the old way of building web apps to this new AI approach. You mentioned the old way. Massive costs.
Oh, huge.
I remember talking to someone, small business, they got quoted $30,000 for a simple customer portal. Just the start.
Yep. Sounds about right. We're talking, $10,000, $50,000
Yeah.
easily, and 2 to 6 months wait time, often longer.
That's a massive upfront investment, isn't it?
It was a gamble, a huge gamble.
With zero guarantee it would even work.
Exactly. And that long development cycle, you'd miss market windows, you couldn't react quickly. Now, compare that to AI-powered development. You're building minimum viable products, MVPs, right?
Right, the basic version.
Yeah, essential core versions.
Right.
And you're doing it in minutes.
Minutes, not days or weeks.
Literally minutes. And that just fundamentally changes your risk.
So it's not just cheaper, it's the speed. The ability to test things out. You're saying I could, like, spin up an app idea, see if people like it, and if not, just chuck it and try another one almost instantly.
Precisely. You test ideas at basically zero cost. Imagine creating, say, 5 different versions of a lead magnet.
Okay.
Maybe you A/B test different features, different ways of phrasing things, and you see which one actually works best in real time.
That kind of fast experimentation, that was completely out of reach for most businesses before.
Totally. And the biggest hurdle, the coding itself, that's gone. Completely removed.
The coding barrier completely removed. Now that sounds like the real game changer. How does it actually shift things for someone, without a tech background?
It means every business owner is now potentially a product developer. The main benefit isn't just speed and validation, although those are huge. It's about enabling this continuous loop of market feedback. Your lead magnets become live experiments.
Yeah.
You can actually pivot your whole service based on how people are interacting in real time. That's something only the huge corporations with massive R&D budgets could dream of doing before.
Right.
AI has genuinely democratized application development. It lets you, fail fast, learn fast, succeed faster, all without betting the farm.
So innovation isn't limited by technical skill anymore. It's about the ideas.
Exactly. It comes down to the quality of your ideas.
Okay, so if coding isn't step one, what is? And this is where, for me, the real creativity kicks in. It starts with digging up those great ideas, right? Generating concepts that actually solve problems for your potential customers.
Yes, that's the absolute starting point.
And for that, we're looking at ChatGPT, which is, honestly, it feels like a boundless engine for creativity sometimes.
It really can be. But what's fascinating and really important is that the quality of the AI's output is directly tied to the quality of your input.
Right. Garbage in, garbage out.
Exactly. The better the prompt you write, the better the ideas you're going to get back. Let's take an example. Imagine Sarah, a personal finance consultant.
Right.
She helps young professionals, say 25 to 35 years old, manage their money, plan for maybe early retirement. And she wants to attract these clients without just, making cold calls.
Okay, so for Sarah, writing a good prompt is crucial. It needs to tell ChatGPT exactly who she is, who she helps, what she's trying to achieve.
Precisely.
So a good prompt might be something like, I'm a personal finance consultant for young professionals, 25, 35, in big cities.
Yeah.
Help them manage finances, plan early retirement. Goal. Build a free web app, a lead magnet, to get emails for consultations. Needs to solve a specific financial problem they face. Give me 10 innovative web app ideas. Make them interactive, provide immediate value. Something like that.
That's a fantastic prompt. And if you break it down, you see the key parts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Clear identity, personal finance consultant, clear audience, young professionals, the business goal, lead magnet, collect emails, the problem to solve, and the specific ask, 10 innovative ideas, interactive, immediate value.
You're basically giving the AI a really clear mission brief.
Exactly.
So with a prompt like that, what kind of maybe surprising ideas might ChatGPT spit out for Sarah? Give us some real examples.
Okay, for Sarah, ChatGPT might suggest things like a FIRE calculator, financial independence, retire early, instantly shows their path.
Oh, cool.
Or investment risk appetite quiz, helps them understand their comfort zone. Maybe a retirement lifestyle cost estimator, paints a picture of their future.
Yeah, people worry about that.
A compound interest simulator makes that long-term growth real. Or even something like a budget drain analyzer to quickly spot where the money's vanishing.
This sounds super practical. Anything else?
Sure. It could suggest a personalized tax optimization calendar, simplifying tax stuff.
Mm-hmm.
An IRA versus 401k comparison tool clears up common confusion.
Definitely need that one.
A true value of a job offer calculator helps look beyond just the salary. A financial health scorecard, giving that instant snapshot, or maybe a smart debt payoff planner, showing the fastest way out of debt.
Wow, okay, that's a rich list of ideas. I can see how useful those would be. But why do these specific types of ideas work so well as lead magnets? What's the secret sauce there?
Well, it's not just that they're interactive, though that helps.
Yeah.
It's that each one hits a very specific pain point.
Oh.
Or it answers a common, immediate question your target customer is actively wrestling with. People want clarity, they want solutions, they want control over their finances.
Right.
These tools give them that little bit of immediate tangible value, a mini solution, a personalized insight right then and there. And that makes them incredibly compelling lead magnets that show your expertise and offer a clear next step.
Okay, so you've got this great list from ChatGPT. Next step.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to pick one or two, right? The ones with the most potential. So let's stick with Sarah. Say she likes the FIRE calculator and maybe the financial health scorecard. Now what? Do we go back to ChatGPT?
Exactly. Now you need to get ChatGPT to write let's call it the technical specification or the blueprint for building the actual app.
Okay.
This is where you create a follow-up prompt. Something like, thanks for the ideas. Let's go with #1, the FIRE calculator. Write me a detailed one-shot build prompt. I can copy-paste directly into an AI coding platform like Claude. I need a basic but working version I can test right away. Brand name is Wealth Architects.
In keywords, there seem to be basic version and tests immediately. You're telling the AI you want an MVP, right? A minimum viable product.
Absolutely. Not the all-singing, all-dancing final version. Focus on the core stuff so you can get it out fast. ChatGPT will then give you back this incredibly detailed prompt, like a blueprint, ready for step 3.
Which you said is bringing it to life with Claude.AI.
Yes. And this is where it gets really kind of magical. Claude has this feature called artifacts.
Artifacts?
Yeah. Think of artifacts as your own little mini web app factory and showroom, all in one. Claude doesn't just write the code, the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, all that stuff you used to pay a developer thousands for.
Okay.
It also instantly hosts the application for you and gives you a live shareable link. You skip all those complex technical steps, buying hosting, server setup, deploying code, all of it.
That sounds almost too easy. So the process is go to Claude.ai, find artifacts, copy the detailed build prompt from ChatGPT, paste it in, hit generate, and then?
And then You wait maybe 2 or 3 minutes, Claude chews on the request, writes all the code, and boom, your app appears, fully functional, in a live preview window right there.
Wow.
It's genuinely amazing to watch the first time, and what's impressive is how much detail even that basic fire calculator app will have right out of the box.
Even for a basic version, you'd expect it to look professional, I guess. What would it actually have?
Oh yeah, it'll have a professional look, often with your brand name like Wealth Architects. It'll have intuitive input fields, current age, income, savings rate as a percent, current savings, expected return percent, desired spending in retirement.
Standard stuff. Okay.
And then it gives personalized results, calculates the estimated retirement age, maybe shows a little visual chart of wealth growing over time.
Nice.
And crucially, a prompt asking for their email address to get, say, a detailed analysis or tips on how to reach their FIRE goal even faster. And yeah, you can click around, put in numbers, test it immediately right there in the preview.
That's incredible. A functional branded app in minutes. So you've got it, it works. What's next? How do you get it out there attracting leads?
Well, that's the beauty of Claude Artifacts, the instant sharing. You just click publish or share in that artifact window, copy the unique link it gives you, and it's live, ready to go.
No messing with web hosting.
Nope, no server configs, nothing. It's just ready.
So where do you actually put this link, this digital lead magnet? I'm thinking lots of places.
Yeah, loads. Put a big button on your website, calculate your fire date now.
Good one.
Stick the link in your email signature, share it directly on social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, X, with a hook that teases the value. You could even generate QR codes for business cards or flyers. Embed it right into blog posts as an interactive thing, or use it as the destination for paid ad campaigns.
Okay.
And the key thing is you can test how well it works with real people, real data, before you decide to invest any more time or money into it.
And the replication part you mentioned, making a second one, like the financial health scorecard for Sarah, just as quick.
Pretty much, yeah. It's almost like hitting duplicate for a whole new tool. You go back to ChatGPT, ask for the one-shot build prompt for the scorecard, maybe specify you want scoring categories and a grading system.
Right.
Then, same process. Copy the new prompt, open a new artifact in Claude, paste, build. Simple as that.
And that scorecard is effective because it answers that basic question people have. Am I doing okay financially?
Exactly. Is my financial situation good or bad? It gives a simple, easy-to-understand overview. Perfect for starting that conversation.
What features would that scorecard MVP likely have?
They probably have quiz-style questions, emergency fund, debt, savings rate, investing, insurance, the key areas.
Okay.
Based on the answers, it calculates a score, maybe 75 out of 100, gives a grade like B pretty good.
Simple. Clear.
But the real value add is the analysis and recommendations. It highlights strengths, weaknesses, gives specific tips like goal, build a 3-month emergency fund. And then, like the FIRE tool, it asks for the email address in exchange for something more valuable, like a personalized 30-day action plan.
So really, in less than an hour, potentially, you've created 2 powerful interactive marketing tools ready to work 24/7, pulling in clients.
That speed and the strategic impact. It's genuinely transformative, especially for smaller businesses.
But, okay, creating the tool is one thing. You mentioned this earlier. Success really depends on what you do with the leads, right?
Absolutely. That's step 6. Nurturing and converting. This is where many folks drop the ball. The email collection part has to be strategic.
Meaning?
You always ask for the email in exchange for the most valuable part of the tool. It can't just be a generic pop-up.
So there needs to be a really compelling reason, a clear value exchange.
Definitely. For the FIRE calculator, maybe it's the detailed roadmap to retire 5 years sooner. For the scorecard, it's that 30-day action plan to improve your score. It has to be juicy enough that they want to give you their email for it.
They're essentially investing their contact info for the next step.
Exactly. And you're promising a real payoff for that.
And once you have that email, the trust building starts.
Yeah.
How do you bridge that gap from just an email address to, say, a booked consultation?
Automation is your friend here.
Yeah.
You connect your app, or rather the email capture form in it, to a CRM system, something like HubSpot, MailChimp, there are lots.
Okay.
This lets you build an automated email nurturing sequence. Think of it as a guided journey for that new lead.
Like a drip campaign.
Sort of, yeah, but focused on value. For Sarah, the finance consultant, a good sequence might look like this. Email 1, right away. Deliver the promised roadmap or plan. Say thanks.
Okay, instant delivery.
Email 2, maybe 2 days later. Share a related blog post or short video, like 3 simple ways to cut costs without feeling deprived. More value, builds expertise.
Got it.
Email 3, maybe 4 days later, share a customer success story. How my client boosted their savings rate by 20%. Social proof makes it feel real.
Sure.
Email 4, a week later. Invite them to a free webinar, The 5 Biggest Money Mistakes Young Pros Make. Positions you as an educator. Okay. Email 5, maybe 10 days later. Now you make the direct offer, a free 30-minute consultation. By this point, you've given tons of value, built trust. They're much more likely to say yes.
So it's a very deliberate sequence, moving from that initial interest, building trust through value, and then guiding them gently towards becoming a client, not just hitting them with a sales pitch on day one.
Exactly. It builds rapport, establishes you as the expert, and makes the decision to work with you feel natural.
Okay, let's talk optimization and avoiding mistakes. How do you make these AI-generated apps even better over time?
Great question. First off, use data. Improve based on actual user behavior.
How do you get that data from these simple apps?
You can start really basic. Just add a simple question in the app itself. Was this helpful? Yes, no suggestions.
Okay.
For deeper insights, tools like Hotjar are amazing. They show heat maps where people click, how far they scroll, where they get stuck. We had a client, used Hotjar, found users kept clicking a blank space on the results page.
Really? Why?
Turns out they desperately wanted a download PDF button that wasn't there. That insight came purely from watching user behavior.
Wow.
Once you have that kind of validation, then you think about adding more complex stuff, maybe API integrations to pull in live data or connect to other systems.
That's a great example of iterating based on need. What about accuracy? Especially for financial tools, that feels critical.
Oh, non-negotiable. Use standard accepted formulas. Be transparent about any assumptions you make. And always include a clear disclaimer. This is informational, not official financial advice. Protects everyone.
Makes sense. And measuring success. What are the key things to track?
Key performance indicators, KPIs. Definitely track app traffic. Usage rate, how many people who land actually use it. Critically, email capture rate. What percentage of users give you their email?
That's the money metric.
Pretty much. And then, further down, your lead to customer conversion rate. How many of those emails turn into actual clients?
So you've built this great tool with Claude artifacts. It's working, getting leads. When is it time to think about, upgrading, investing in a full custom-built version beyond the AI platform?
Yeah, that's an important point. You should consider upgrading when a few things happen. Maybe the tool is consistently bringing in, say, over 100 high-quality leads every month.
Okay, scale becomes a factor.
Right. Or you need much deeper integration with your main business systems, like a specific CRM connection that Artifacts doesn't support easily, or complex payment processing.
Gotcha.
Or maybe you need absolute granular control over branding or specific data security protocols for compliance reasons that the AI tool doesn't quite offer. Until you hit those points, the AI-generated version is usually more than enough.
And what are the biggest mistakes people make when they first jump into this? The pitfalls to avoid?
Okay, number 1, making the first version too complicated. Solve one problem really well. That's it.
Keep it simple.
Number 2, skipping testing. Just because AI built it doesn't mean it's intuitive or bug-free. Test it yourself. Get others to test it.
Crucial.
3, poor user interface, especially on mobile. Most people will use it on their phone. It has to work well there.
Right.
4, forgetting the call to action. You gave them value, now tell them what to do next. Ask for the email clearly.
Don't leave them hanging.
And finally, number 5, collecting emails, but having no follow-up plan. That nurturing sequence we talked about, it's vital. An email list without a strategy is just, well, that's just a list. Pretty useless.
We really are at a fascinating point, aren't we? A sort of watershed moment for marketing, for business in general. Creating these effective digital tools. It's not just for the big companies with massive budgets anymore.
Not at all.
With AI like ChatGPT and Claude, really anyone with a solid business idea can whip up professional, high-impact lead magnets. And fast.
The whole process, when you boil it down, is remarkably simple, but so powerful. Brainstorm ideas with ChatGPT. Detail the best one into a prompt. Build it instantly with Claude artifacts. Collect leads by offering that extra bit of high value. And then nurture those leads into actual customers with an automated system.
And we really encourage you listening. Start small. Build simple versions first.
Yes.
Test your ideas with real people. Iterate, improve based on what you learn. Remember, the real key, like always in business, is solving genuine problems for your customers.
That's what works. That's what converts. The tools are here right now. They're incredibly powerful and honestly They're getting better every single day.
So the question for you isn't really whether you can build these AI-powered lead magnets anymore.
No. The question is whether you'll actually seize this opportunity and start building them for your business today.
So after hearing all this, what lead magnet will you create first for your business?